Hey everyone, and welcome back. Are you ready to ditch the cubicle and work from some seriously amazing locations around the world?
I know I am.
Me too. Today we're diving deep into some of the best destinations for digital nomads, all inspired by digitalnomadlife.txt. So yeah, get ready to be transported, at least virtually for now.
What's really fascinating to me is how much this whole digital nomad thing has just exploded in recent years.
Yeah, totally.
It's not just about working from anywhere, it's more than that now. It's like about finding a place that really matches your needs, personally and professionally.
Totally, finding that perfect fit. So let's start with a place that's basically already like a digital nomad hub, Bali, Indonesia.
Oh, Bali.
Can you imagine, like, working from a co-working space made of bamboo and overlooking all those rice paddies, and then you just take a break to surf some of the best ways in the world?
Sounds pretty idyllic.
Right. And you can get, like, amazing local food for under $5 and a nice private room for around $500 a month.
Bali definitely has that perfect mix of affordability, natural beauty, and a really vibrant digital nomad scene, especially in places like Ubud.
Ooh, bud.
Yeah, known for its like spiritual retreats and art, or Canggu, that's like a coastal hub for, you know, surfers and remote workers.
So there's that community aspect, too.
Hmm.
Bali has co-working spaces like Dojo Bali, where you can meet other nomads, brainstorm, and even attend some cool workshops.
It's not just about the workspaces though, right? It's that whole vibe you get in Bali. It just encourages you to like slow down and reconnect with yourself. Find that balance between work and life that makes you feel really good.
Yeah, for sure. But one thing to keep in mind about Bali, the internet can be a little spotty sometimes.
Yeah.
So our source recommends getting a local SIM card just in case, so you can always stay connected.
Good tip.
All right, so we've experienced the peace of Bali. Now let's switch gears to the lively energy of Medellin, Colombia.
Ah, Medellin,
Mhm.
the city of eternal spring. This city has had a pretty incredible transformation.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it used to be known for its rough past, but now it's like this hub of innovation and entrepreneurship. And digital nomads are flocking there for its amazing weather all year round, affordable living, and a really dynamic cultural scene.
And when we say affordable, we really mean it. You can snag a really cool apartment in a trendy neighborhood for way less than you would pay in, say, a big U.S. city.
Oh, for sure.
Plus, the food scene is incredible. Imagine having bandeja paisa, a traditional Colombian dish, for just a few dollars.
That sounds amazing.
Right. And this shift towards innovation has, created a really strong tech scene. Fast internet, modern co-working spaces, and a supportive community of entrepreneurs and freelancers.
Yeah, that's what's drawing a lot of people in.
If you're into exploring, Medellin has so much to offer. From colorful street art to salsa clubs, they even have cable cars that take you up to neighborhoods in the hills, and the views are breathtaking. Right, ready for another adventure? Our next stop takes us to Lisbon, Portugal.
Ah, Lisbon. A city just overflowing with European charm and history.
Yeah, it really is.
Lisbon has become a magnet for digital nomads. They're drawn to its like mix of old world beauty and modern amenities. Plus, it's pretty affordable compared to other Western European capitals.
I can just picture myself strolling through cobblestone streets, lined with pastel-colored buildings, and then settling into a cool co-working space overlooking the Tagus River.
I can see it now.
And of course, I'd have to grab a pastel de nata. Have you had those? The Portuguese custard tarts? They're so good.
Oh yeah, those are delicious.
So good. And you get to soak up all that vibrant city energy while you work.
And if you're thinking of staying long term, Portugal has this thing called the NOMAD digital visa. It allows remote workers from outside the EU to live and work in Portugal for up to a year. Something to think about.
Oh, wow. That's a great opportunity. And while Lisbon isn't the absolute cheapest place on our list, there are neighborhoods like Alfama, with all its historic charm, or Chiado, known for its fancy boutiques. There are options for different budgets.
Definitely. Options for everyone.
Okay, so from the captivating charm of Lisbon, let's travel to a destination known for its affordability and laid-back vibes, Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Chiang Mai has always been popular with backpackers and budget travelers.
Right.
And that affordability is a huge draw for digital nomads, too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Imagine finding amazing street food for just a couple of dollars in cozy guest houses for, Unbelievably low prices.
Oh man, the food in Chiang Mai is incredible. I remember having the most amazing khao soi there. It was like an explosion of flavor. Have you ever tried authentic Thai food?
I love Thai food. It's such an adventure for your taste buds. But Chiang Mai is more than just the food.
Right.
It's got this strong sense of community. You'll find co-working spaces like Pun Space and Hub 53. They're not just places to work. They're hubs for social gatherings and workshops. It's where you can connect with like-minded people and build real friendships.
I love that. And when you need a break from work, Chiang Mai has so much to offer. Ancient temples to explore, bustling night markets, and lush mountains perfect for hiking and just escaping into nature.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, but our source does recommend avoiding the rainy season from June to October if you're not a fan of downpours.
Good to know.
Okay, and now let's get off the beaten path a little and head to Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. It's nestled right between Europe and Asia.
Oh, Tbilisi is such a cool mix of ancient history and modern development. It's quickly gaining popularity with digital nomads.
Really? Why is that?
They're drawn to its unique cultural mix and the fact that it's incredibly affordable to live there.
Wow, that's awesome.
Think about it. Modern apartments and traditional houses, all at surprisingly low prices. And the food scene is something else. Indulge in khachapuri, this cheesy Georgian bread, or khinkali, which are delicious soup dumplings, and all without breaking the bank.
That sounds incredible.
It is. Tbilisi's co-working scene is still kind of growing, but places like Fabrika, which is housed in a former Soviet-era sewing factory, are really drawing in remote workers.
Wow, a former sewing factory. That's so cool.
It is. And then there's Impact Hub, which is all about social impact.
That's awesome. And beyond work, Tbilisi seems like a city made for exploration. Ancient churches and fortresses right next to trendy bars and art galleries.
Exactly.
Plus, you're surrounded by the Caucasus Mountains, which are perfect for hiking and adventure.
A perfect blend. And for those looking for a longer stay, Georgia offers a one-year visa for many nationalities, making it a great option for digital nomads.
That's fantastic. Okay, get ready for sensory overload because now we're heading to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It's this bustling metropolis where ancient traditions meet modern dynamism.
Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon, is just pulsing with energy. It's a vibrant mix of old and new, where you see ancient temples right beside skyscrapers.
Oh, wow.
And for digital nomads, it's super affordable.
I bet.
You can find budget-friendly places to stay, eat endless bowls of pho, that flavorful Vietnamese noodle soup, for just a couple of dollars, and zip around the city on a motorbike. Talk about immersing yourself in the local culture.
That sounds amazing. What about the co-working scene?
Oh, it's thriving. Trendy spaces like Dreamplex, which is known for its sleek design and entrepreneurial community, and Tung, which incorporates Vietnamese culture and nature into its workspaces. So many choices for remote workers.
That's great to hear. And when you want to explore, you'll be spoiled for choice. You've got the historic Cu Chi tunnels, the Ben Thanh market, all kinds of amazing things to see and do.
It's a city that never sleeps.
Right. Plus, Ho Chi Minh City is a great starting point for exploring other parts of Vietnam, like the beaches of Da Nang or Hanoi.
It is.
Hmm.
But one thing to consider is that Ho Chi Minh City can be pretty noisy and chaotic, especially in the city center. If you prefer a quieter environment, you might want to look for a place to stay in District 2. It has a more relaxed vibe.
That's a great tip. Okay, time for a change of scenery. Let's head to Cape Town, South Africa, where stunning natural beauty meets a vibrant urban scene.
Cape Town is often called one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and I can see why. You have Table Mountain overlooking the city, amazing beaches along the Atlantic coast, and lush vineyards just a short drive away.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
It's a paradise for nature lovers and anyone who loves the outdoors.
And the city itself seems like a melting pot of cultures, with a rich history and a thriving art scene.
Definitely. You can find traditional African markets next to cutting-edge galleries and live music venues. It's got it all.
For digital nomads, it seems like Cape Town offers a nice balance of affordability and amenities.
Yeah, it might not be as cheap as some places in Southeast Asia, but you can find reasonably priced accommodations and have a really good quality of life.
What about the co-working scene?
It's fantastic. Places like Workshop 17, known for its collaborative environment, and Inner City Ideas Cartel, with its stylish design and social events, offer great places to connect with other remote workers.
That's great to hear. Any downsides to Cape Town?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that safety can be a concern in some areas. It's always a good idea to stick to well-lit and populated areas, especially at night, and be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, safety first. For our last stop, we're heading north to Tallinn, the capital of Estonia. Get ready to step back in time in this charming medieval city, which is also a digital powerhouse.
Tallinn is this amazing blend of old and new. The Old Town, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a maze of cobblestone streets, medieval churches, and merchant houses. But then you have this modern city right alongside it with a booming tech scene.
Wow, so it's like stepping into a fairy tale and then into the future all at once.
Exactly. And for digital nomads, Talon offers this great mix of affordability and convenience. It's relatively inexpensive compared to other Western European capitals, and you can walk pretty much everywhere. Most attractions and co-working spaces are within easy reach.
I like that. So walkable and affordable. What about the co-working spaces themselves?
Oh, there are some excellent ones like Lift T99, a startup hub with a strong entrepreneurial community, and Spring Hub, which is focused on supporting female entrepreneurs and freelancers.
Those sound great. And when it's time to relax, what does Tallinn have to offer?
Well, you can explore the historic Old Town, relax in one of the city's many parks, or enjoy the vibrant cafe culture. Plus, Estonia has this e-residency program that makes it easier for digital nomads to start businesses within the EU.
Wow, that's a cool perk. Anything else to keep in mind about Tallinn?
While winters in Tallinn can be pretty cold and dark, if you're someone who loves warm weather, you might want to visit during the spring or summer months.
That makes sense. So there you have it. We've just explored 8 incredibly diverse destinations for digital nomads.
From the spiritual haven of Bali to the tech-savvy streets of Tallinn, there's a place out there for every type of remote worker.
Absolutely. It's amazing to see how this lifestyle has evolved, creating so many opportunities for people to work and live in ways that weren't even imaginable just a few years ago. So as you think about all these destinations, what has stood out to you the most? What sparked your wanderlust?
We just took like a whirlwind trip around the globe, checking out 8 amazing digital nomad hotspots, from those peaceful beaches in Bali to the bustling streets of Ho Chi Minh City. It's pretty amazing to think you could actually work from any of these places.
It really is. It shows you just how much freedom and flexibility this lifestyle has. You're not stuck in an office anymore or working a typical 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You can kind of create your own workday and explore the world on your own terms.
Yeah, exactly. It's about making a life that blends work and travel together seamlessly so you can do what you love and discover new things. So you think back to those places we talked about. What really resonated with you?
Yeah, what really stood out? Were you drawn to Chiang Mai with its affordability and that strong digital nomad community? Like imagine connecting with people just like you while sipping on some delicious iced coffee.
Or maybe it was Lisbon that got you excited, with all that European charm and history. Picture yourself in a cool co-working space overlooking the Tagus River.
Maybe it was Medellin's energy and that chance to really immerse yourself in the culture. You could be practicing your Spanish, exploring those colorful neighborhoods, and hitting up the salsa clubs.
Or did those breathtaking landscapes and that adventurous spirit of Cape Town call to you? Imagine hiking Table Mountain before sitting down to work with an ocean view.
Each destination has its own unique blend of practicality, and personality. But beyond those external factors, there's also the internal piece, your own work style, and what you need to actually thrive as a digital nomad.
Totally. So what are your non-negotiables, the things you absolutely need in a digital nomad destination?
Yeah, like, is reliable internet at the top of your list? Do you absolutely need a super fast connection, or can you deal with some ups and downs?
Or maybe it's that strong sense of community that's essential for you.
Mm.
Are you thinking about joining co-working spaces, going to meetups, and connecting with other nomads? Or are you more of a solo traveler?
And how important is it to you to really experience the local culture? Do you want those authentic interactions with locals, or are you more focused on the work side of things?
Maybe access to nature and outdoor adventures is a must-have? Like, are you dreaming of hiking through rainforests or surfing epic waves after you finish work for the day?
Those personal preferences really make a difference when you're figuring out the best fit for you, and it goes beyond just logistics. What are your goals for becoming a digital nomad in the first place?
Yeah, like, are you looking for personal growth, new challenges, and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone?
Is it about expanding your horizons, meeting people from different cultures, and getting new perspectives?
Maybe you want a more flexible way of working that fits with your passions and priorities, instead of that traditional 9 to 5 grind.
Or maybe you're just drawn to the freedom and adventure of traveling the world while you build your career, combining work and exploration in a way that feels liberating and exciting.
No matter your reasons, it's clear that the digital nomad lifestyle gives you this unique opportunity to create a life that feels both meaningful and fulfilling. And that's what makes exploring all of this so exciting. It's not just about finding a place to work, it's about finding a new way to live and experience the world.
And remember, there's no one right answer. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is being honest with yourself about what you really need and want from this experience.
So, as you research and plan your trip, think about what kind of environment makes you thrive. What kind of experiences are you hoping for? What do you want to achieve by living this lifestyle?
The answers to those questions will help you find that perfect digital nomad haven for you. And the best part is, you're not limited to just one place.
That's so true. You can experiment, explore, and see what fits best for you. You can hop from busy cities to tranquil islands, immerse yourself in different cultures, and connect with a global community of like-minded people. The possibilities are truly endless.
Now, before we move on to our final thoughts, I have a question for you to think about as you start your digital nomad journey.
Considering everything we've talked about today, what place has really captured your imagination?
And what part of this digital nomad lifestyle is most appealing to you?
Wrapping up our deep dive into the world of digital nomadism. We've covered so much ground today, from the peaceful rice paddies of Bali to that medieval charm of Calais.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, exploring each destination's unique appeal and all the amazing possibilities this lifestyle offers.
Exactly. So let's, as we wrap up this deep dive, let's distill some key takeaways that can help guide you on your own digital nomad journey. And first and foremost, remember that there's no one right way to do this, right? It's all about finding what works best for you, your work style, and what you really want to achieve.
Absolutely. It really is about self-discovery as much as it is about choosing the right location. Embrace the experimenting, explore those different places, connect with other nomads, and just see what feels right?
Yeah, and don't be afraid to switch things up along the way. Being flexible is one of the biggest perks of this lifestyle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your needs and interests might change, and that's totally okay. You're not stuck in one place, so feel free to adjust your plans and discover new horizons as you go.
It's really empowering to have that freedom, to create a life that really fits you, blending work and travel in a way that's both, fulfilling and sustainable. Totally. So as you keep researching and planning, remember to stay curious, stay open to new things, and, most importantly, stay true to yourself. Listen to your gut and trust that you'll find the path that's right for you.
And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. The digital nomad community is huge and really supportive. Connect with others who are doing the same thing, share your experiences, ask for advice, and just learn from each other's journeys.
Yeah, that's so important. There's so much knowledge and inspiration within the digital nomad community. So tap into that network and build those connections.
Okay, so to leave you with one final thought,
Mm-hmm.
imagine yourself a year from now. You've taken that leap, you're living this lifestyle, and you're working from a place that brings you joy and fulfillment.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, so where are you? What are you doing? Who are you connecting with?
Let that vision guide you. Right.
Exactly.
Embrace those possibilities, trust the journey, and create a life that feels both meaningful and extraordinary.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. That's it for this deep dive, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.